What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style O.G. And on today's video, we're going to talk about the best shoes for you to wear to work for your particular job. If you're new to the channel, we release a new video every day at 4 p.m. Eastern discussing various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. I invite you to subscribe and tap that notification bell and join us. And to my returning friends like Denard Ballard, salute. Now, like it or not, fair or not, people do judge you by your shoes. And I'm not just talking the ladies. I'm talking about on job interviews and your work environment. But this is not a one-size-fits-all discussion. Different jobs call for different shoes. So which shoes are best for your job? Don't worry about it. On today's video, I'm going to give you 6 of the best shoes that you can wear at a variety of job situations. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Now, first up on our list of shoes is the one to grab when you're trying to walk that middle ground, when your office isn't too stuffy or too casual. I'm talking about a loafer. The reason why a loafer works is dressy enough that you don't look like you're lounging around, but it's not too stuffy like you're in the boardroom. A loafer goes with trousers, jeans, chinos, even a suit here and there. So if you're working in an environment that's not too stuffy, not too dressy, and you want to walk that fine line, don't hesitate to grab a loafer. However, on the other hand, if you do find yourself in a super formal, stuffy type environment, the shoe to grab, an Oxford. So what is an Oxford? An Oxford is a dress shoe with a specific characteristic. That being that the shoelace eyelets are under the vamp being here. That's called closed lacing. Closed lacing suggests more formal environments. So what would you wear an Oxford with? Mostly formal attire, such as a suit, maybe trousers. Anything less formal than that, it doesn't work. You're gonna be too casual. So if you're somewhere in a boardroom, Wall Street, or anywhere they require formal dress, the dress shoe to grab and work shoe to grab is that Oxford. However, what if you work in a work environment that's formal but not too formal, where an Oxford wouldn't work? You want to go one level of dressing this down and grab what's called a derby. So what's the difference between an Oxford and a derby? Well, an Oxford, like I said, has closed lacing. That's the eyelets being under the vamp. A derby, the opposite of that, open lacing. The shoelace eyelets will be on top of the vamp. That's the difference. The open lacing makes the shoe a little less formal. So if you work in an environment where you have to be dressy, but you don't want to go all the way, grab a derby. What can you wear a derby with? Suit, trousers, jeans, even chinos. So if you have a formal but not too formal work environment, reach for a derby. Now the next shoe on our list is for the guys that work in a little more fashion forward, even rebellious or edgy type work environment. That would be the monk strap shoe. Now if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know how much I love a monk strap. There's a couple reasons why. One, it's a little less formal than an Oxford, but slightly more formal than a derby. But it's super versatile. What can you wear it with? Suits, trousers, jeans, chinos. It's that versatile. Goes with pretty much anything. But to me, it has a little bit of an edge and a sex appeal. Something you want to rock in a fashion-forward environment. So if you're looking for a shoe that's, while it's dressy, still give you a little rebellious edge, I would go for a single or double monk strap shoe. What if you work in a work environment that, although it's rebellious or fashion-forward, you like to rock boots? The shoe I suggest for you, a good old Chelsea boot. Now the Chelsea boot, super sexy, rock and roll, edgy. So make sure the work environment you're in fits those requirements. And if you're going for a more dressy style Chelsea boot, go with a dark color or leather. On the other hand, you want something a little more casual, go with a lighter color or perhaps suede. But if you're looking for a boot that looks dressed up enough but gives you a little rebellion and edge, don't hesitate to grab a Chelsea boot. And last but not least, I've got the shoe for the guy that works in the most casual environments but still doesn't want to look sloppy or not put together. You want to grab a minimal low-cut sneaker. For example, one of my favorites, the Adidas Stan Smith. Now, why you want to go with a low cut as opposed to a high top? High top's a little more bulky, a little less stylish, and maybe too casual. However, a low cut minimalist sneaker, very fashion forward, stylish, but not too loud. What would you wear it with? I go with jeans, chinos, I even rock it with an odd suit here or there. So if you work in a relaxed, casual environment, but you don't want to look sloppy and still want to be put together, go for a low-cut, minimalist sneaker. Okay, so there you have it. My suggestions on what type of shoes to wear, depending on what type of work environment you work in. Let me know in the comment section what shoes you rock on the job. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit that like button. It helps the channel to grow. And of course, tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos released every day at 4 p.m. Eastern. And I'll check you out tomorrow.